Hi. So just wanted to give everybody an update of what is going on and everything that I've been doing here in Dallas the past few days and what kind of the future is looking like. As most of you know, I came to Dallas for my cousin's baby shower and was able to get into the heartbeat clinic with Dr. Solomon and kind of get, he treats autonomic disorders. So saw him yesterday and got some really interesting information and new diagnosis, and started doing a bunch of tests today, and we'll have to come back in November to do more testing because it's going to be pretty intense. But anyway, he diagnosed me with Elhers-Danlos syndrome. You have to look it up. I'll give you more information, but basically it's a connective tissue disorder, but in POTS as well. He said that I'd sent him all the blood work and tests that I've had done over the past 2 years, and he looked over it and noticed that I had not been correctly diagnosed any of this time, and even just like some of the testing that I had done originally that diagnosed me with the neurocardiogenic syncope and POTS wasn't read correctly, and so it was very eye-opening, very worth our while to come out here and see him. Sorry, I'm looking down. I have this piece of paper here has all of my notes from the doctor's office yesterday, but things that we're looking at that he thinks are wrong are the Ehlers-Danlos syndrome and POTS. I guess on that there's a little general way of testing for EDS is Ehlers, E-L-H-E-R-S, Danlos, D-A-N-L-O-S, syndrome, but it's called EDS also. But there's a score that goes up to 9, and I scored an 8. So almost 100%. So better than like high school history, I guess. Also, the bigger things that we found out that were very eye-opening and hadn't even looked at, gastroparesis. I guess it means that my gastro doesn't want to paresis. Anyway, it doesn't want to digest or empty, or it's kind of just does nothing. So yeah, we're looking at it as sorry mom, I'm full of shit and it's not going anywhere. So my insides are as lazy as my outsides. How about that? Is that better? And then there's something called MELS. I completely just forgot what that was. Myocardial something starts with E. Anyway, has to do with chronic pain. MELS, males, like my mother-in-law Mel. I need to look that up. I apologize. I have no information for you guys. Another thing is, it's called pelvic congesting, that my blood pools in. I talked to you before about my blood pooling in my feet and my hands, but I guess it also pools in my pelvic floor. But my dad was in the pool business, so that makes sense. So anyway, I have to come back in November. It will be here probably about 2 weeks. I'll be doing a 3-day, like basically in hospital, inpatient testing, autonomic testing, genetic testing that has to be done specifically for the Ehlers-Danlos, because there's, I think, 4 categories. I could be completely wrong. But I think there's 4 categories, and when you look up kind of the symptoms and everything that is EDS, it's 100%, and I actually think that this goes beyond just me. So some of you Frasers out there, a lot of the same symptoms, and that kind of mirror fibromyalgia and like lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, and it's kind of, I mean, I guess if I had to classify, it would be kind of like rheumatoid arthritis, or like, I guess like MS, but MS is muscular and this is connective tissue, but it is the breakdown and the but that's what's causing all of my symptoms, and it appears I've had it all my life and didn't know. But yesterday, seeing Dr. Solomon, kind of going over my entire life history from when I was 3 days old until yesterday, it was very eye-opening, and I'm thankful that my mom was there with me, and one, could answer a lot of questions, and two, thought of things that I hadn't thought of, like when I had Emma and had to get those 2 blood transfusions after her birth. So just the whole birth story could be related to Elhers-Danlos, and who, crazy, right? Sorry I look like this. I just got a facial though, and it was so amazing, and I highly recommend it for everybody every day. Go get a facial, because so relaxing. That's why I'm like in a zone, and I'm really tired. But I did my nails. Okay, so I think that's it. Just a lot of different stress tests that I have to do, autonomic testing, more genetic testing. I mean, it is crazy. I am currently wearing this Holter monitor. I don't want to go too deep, because I flashed more people at the doctor's office today than I have in a long time. But I wear this Holter monitor for 24 hours. And I have this, wait, let me get this out. This little gadget, it's called a loop monitor. But it's really interesting. It looks like a space craft. Let's see if you can see it. Can you see it? Yeah. But every time I have a symptom, I basically have to let this little machine know. I'm trying to pull it out. And it records it, and you put your thumbs on it, and then you make this phone call, and I'll have this for a month, because they want to literally know everything. So anything else? Anyway, I kind of had a feeling that if I had to come back, that was fine. I don't want to, because it's, more time away from my family and more expense and time away from work and crap like that, and I hate that. But this guy is the guy to go to, and he said that basically now that we know what it is, we have to find out how to get it. He used the word turn around, get it turned around, so that I can actually live a functioning normal, or my normal, I guess, but have a better quality of life than I do right now, because I don't have one. So anyway, thankfully that my cousin Renee has let us stay here at her house, and we've had an amazing time, and just I've been pampered like I never have in a really long time, and I needed the rest and get away, and I am very thankful that the Lord has just paved the way to see this doctor and to get a definitive diagnosis. And so I believe that where my mom wanted to put together a GoFundMe account to help with the expense of coming back to Dallas next month, and things that insurance probably is not going to cover, but it's I can't not have it done. So we get that all put together, I will send that out, and, you know, don't feel obligated to give. It's, I just like having you all in my life regardless. So even if you just give prayers, that's more than I could ever need. So continue to just support me and pray for me and for my sweet little family that I miss so much. My puppies and my babies and my husband. And that we'll continue to figure all of this out. And I'll keep you updated as I know anything. Any questions?